So I guess big question 11. Mbuzo wokuqala, we are required to prove the identities. These are the trig identities. So let's take the left hand side. Sibone ukuthi izosinikeza yini into efana nje ingaba right hand side. Okay. Now we are given a cos squared 90 degrees plus theta all divided by cos negative angle plus sine 90 minus theta times cos theta. Now, kumele sikhumbule la ukuze siwaphendule kahle lama questions. Cast sihamba nawo sonke isikhathi. Now we've got a cos squared 90 degrees plus theta. Sabafundi ke singakwenza ukuthi uma kuno squared and then bese uyaphazamiseka. Thatha izifu squared awukho wena ubuka cos 90 degrees plus theta uzogcina ngo squared. So cos 90 plus theta, which means itholakala kwi second quadrant. So cos la negative should kumele ngibe no negative sign theta. Then squared lo usiyobuyisela engenela kona wonke. All divided by. So wehlika njalo ne left hand side. Sibonze sinikeza ne right hand side. Cos negative angle. Now you must know this ukuthi if isikhuluma nge-positive angle sikhuluma nge-anti-clockwise direction, which is the counterclockwise as well. Uma ngabe ukhuluma nge-negative angle ukhuluma nge-clockwise direction, whereby i-angle la it's negative. But on this case i-angle isuke i-positive. Now uma sihamba on a negative angle, cos negative angle it lies on the fourth quadrant and the cos here it's positive. So cos negative theta will give you cos theta. Plus sine 90 minus theta. Siyayibuza ukuthi sine 90 minus theta utholakala ku first quadrant. So sine la positive should no cos kumele abe positive. Maku 90 degrees, maku sine kuyashintsha kuba cos. Maku 90 nalo nje maku cos kuyashintsha kuba sine. Ngibuyisela lo times cos lapha. Singashintsha. Then negative times negative will give me a positive sine squared theta la kunumerate. All divided by. And then masibuka la we denominate. It's now cos squared la, cos la. But I can take out the common factor, which is cos theta. Then lang is osala no one. We sell plus. Pumo cos or oxale, cos or Langa phezulu kwi-numerate. Sine squared theta uyafana no 1 minus cos squared theta. Ngoba sine squared theta plus cos squared theta lo umsebenzi wa grade 11, whereby uthatha cos squared theta umlethe ngaka right hand side kuba 1 minus cos squared theta olingana no sine squared theta. So ingakho la ku sine squared theta ngizofaka 1 minus cos squared theta all divided by cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. And lento la ngaphezulu ibizwa ngokuthiwa i-difference of two squares. So ngibe i-difference of two squares iyafana nokuthi 1 plus cos theta iphinde ibe futhi 1 minus cos theta all divided by cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. Now bese bayakhanselana laba abafanayo. Then I'm left now with I'm left now with 1 minus cos theta all divided by cos theta. So mangithanda I can say lo 1 over cos theta konke lokho kuma-numerate ngikudivide ngakunye ngakunye ngo cos theta. Kanjalo ngibuyisela minus lo cos theta ku-numerate ngudivide ne-denominator. Because bathe ama-denominator afana bathathe yodwa bahlanganisa ama-numerate. so ngingaphinda futhi ngibuyisele emuva. So now la sengiba no 1 over cos theta. Cos over cos will give me 1. Let's check ukuthi le nto ifana ne right hand side. Yes, it's the same as a right hand side. So le nto ifana ncamashi ne right hand side. Bese siyaqhubeka senze equation elandelayo. Bathi determine the general solution of tan x sin x plus cos x tan x equals to 0. So we will start on a new page. That's 11.2. But it's tan x times sin x plus cos x times tan x konke kulingana no 0. Kuna common factor la, khona tan x la, khona nala ubani tan x. So we can take out a common factor which is tan x. Man keep tan x as a common factor, ngisala no sin x plus la ngisala no cos x konke bese kulingana no 0. So now senginezinto eziwu-2 times anayo and zonke zilingana no 0. Shuthe eyodwa yalingana no 0. Shuthe tan x uzolingana no 0 noma sin x plus cos x alingane no 0. We can simplify it further la. Mhlawumbe ngi-transpose u-sin ezingapha or u-cos ezingala. So if I transfer u-cos, u-sin to the right hand side, kuzoba sin x bese yashintsha abe negative. I can even divide la ngoba cos x. Ngala ngidivide cos x. Then sengisala no 1 la sengisala sin over cos will give me tan x, negative sign ngiyibuyisela nje ubinjalo. So okusho ukuthi tan x ngapha ulingana ncamashi no minus 1. But now remember, they are not actually looking for tan x. Bafuna sithole a general solution. Here we need to apply now x is equals to ukuthi ngifake arctan no arctan on my right hand side. Then I will have arctan 0, which will be 0 degrees, plus k times a periodic graph tan, it's 180 degrees, where k is an element of integers. So this will give us arctan 0 to 0 degrees, plus k times 180 degrees, where k is an element of integers. Sesibhekile nge-general solution ngokalefti. Ake siqhubeke nalengala sibone sothola ba. So I need to apply arctan on my left hand nala ngesesandleni sokudla, then ngisale nobani ukubhala ngala kancane kusondela ngizothola ispace or futhi u-x wami uzolingana no arctan minus 1 plus k times the period graph tan 180, where k is an element of integers. Then x is equal to arctan negative 1. It's so I should calculate it. I think it's 135. Negative 1. Arctan not to tan. Then the my mistakes are from the bowens out. So we've got negative 45. So we have negative 45 degrees plus k times 180 degrees, where k is an element of integers. Now, almost without to be bigger length. Until ngihamba khona ku trig, ngihamba no cast. Now I've got a cast 1. Tan, I've got a negative angle. So tan, it's negative on the 4th. That's why I'm receiving a negative angle. A acute angle is a liar on the 4th quadrant because the hamba in a clockwise direction. In say hamba direction in clockwise direction, the angle is negative. So up here in the 4th, I be negative tan, I be negative with second, not with that. I be negative with second. So how can I receive low angle? So what you would do here, you would say x is equal to 180 degrees minus 45 degrees lomtholile plus k times 180 degrees, where k is an element of integers. So x wakho ubanile, it has to be 135 degrees plus k times 180 degrees, where k is an element of integers. Then usunayo the general solution. Now again, to explain more further, if the big is in plane la, given an angle yamla, though 135. Man, it's 90, like it's 90 degrees, plus 45 feeling, 45 low. But le imesi yonke inikeza 135 degrees. Then again, since langino 90, uma ngithi la kancane ngibe no 45 degrees. Lo onjani kodwa manje negative ohamba in a clockwise direction. The reason why le angle lo minus 45 ike manje izofana nale 135, it's because uyabuba hamba ku straight line esisodwa. So lama angle lawa nale angle lawa azoba ama vertically opposite angles, because like a table 45. So ungabuka nangaleyo ndlela inkinga. Then if we proceed and look for the next question, it says consider the following expression, which is 2 sin squared 3x minus sin squared x minus cos squared x. We are required to simplify the expression to a single trigonometric ratio of x. So we're solving for 11.3 now. So continue this. 11.3.1 to 11.3. Okay. Sniggers 11.3.1. Sniggers expression, which is 2 sin squared 3x minus sin squared x minus cos squared x. We are required to solve this CNZ a single trigonometric ratio. Now, negative la. What if we keep negative sign as a common factor? Negative sin squared 3x. Now keep negative sign as a common factor. Is your no sin squared x plus cos squared x. As in that lento ngeruleka grade 11. Kuthi yonke lento sin squared plus cos squared ilingana no 1. So langi no 2 sin squared 3x minus 1. Ngazi ukuthi lento engabe iyini. If we go back to the formula sheets and we look for a double angle ka cos. Double angle ka cos ayisho kanje. But yona ithi I double angle ka cos ithi 1 minus 2 sin squared angle. So I can let my angle theta be 3x. So in this case, which means ngizoba no 2 sin squared theta minus 1. What if langle ukuze lento ngiyifanise nale, I need to take out a common factor of negative. So mangibe ku negative sign ngaphandle ngizoba no 1 minus 2 sin squared theta obani o 3x. Now we said this is exactly as a double angle ka cos, which is cos 2 theta. Should nala lento izofana nobani no cos 2 theta wami o 3x. O 2 times 3 senginikeza negative cos 2 times 3 6x. So usuqedile ke basufikela. See trigonometry, see trig ratio eyodwa. So we can erase now this because it season. Now let's proceed and look for 11.3.1. OT, write down the maximum value of the expression. So bafuna maximum value yale expression le esiyitholi. and usibhalile ukuthi i-ratio yakhona in a single trigonometric ratio ukuthi u minus cos 6x. Maybe ufuna i-maximum value, zibuza igraph ka-cos ukuthi kwenzakalani. U6 lo la useceleni kwa-x u-affecta i-period, bese ukuthi i-value le ngaphandle ela ku-cos i-affecta i-amplitude le kunikeza i-minimum ne-maximum. Since it's minus 1, which means still i-maximum value will be 1. Minimum value kube u-minus 1. So i-maximum value abayifunayo u-1, because na i-maximum or i-minimum value ijwayelile nambila ngaphandle kwa-cos. Now 11.4 but it is given that P ulingana no cos alpha plus sin alpha, whereas Q ulingana no cos alpha minus sin alpha. Then 11.4.1 but it determine the following trigonometric ratios in terms of P and Q. Now, if you are for A, sorry, so you've got 11.4.1 for 11.4. A, bafuna sithole cos 2 alpha. So now, if you can see this cos 2 alpha, cos 2 alpha, not cos x, cos 2 alpha with double angle, cos. Let me pick the first one, which says it is cos squared alpha minus sin squared alpha. So I must turn the city be different of two squares. Cos alpha minus sin alpha. Nala kuzoba cos alpha plus sin alpha. Now remember, cos alpha minus sin alpha, cos alpha minus sin alpha, sin x bar. So cos alpha minus sin alpha, Q. But cos alpha plus sin alpha, P. So this ngafaka la, usually it's la, Q la, then la, P. So the answer is QP. Or munu uthanda ukubhala ukuthi it's PQ. Ukubiza kanjalo kuyafana usuqedile. And then mawubheka u-B ufuna sithole u-tan alpha. Now it's okucashaka lento ya-tan alpha, because u-tan alpha will actually want us to find u-sin over cos. Yabo? Now uma sifuna u-sin over cos, remember la ngino cos, nala ngino sin, nala ngino cos, nala ngino sin. What if firstly I add? Let me just say P plus Q uzonginika. Now P wami uyellow. So I will have P, which is cos alpha plus sin alpha. Bese ngiba no drain wami for i-value ka Q. So Q wami it's cos plus cos alpha minus sin alpha. Then we can collect some like terms. Show to P plus Q uswanela noba. Cos plus cos snikeza 2 cos alpha. Sin alpha minus sin alpha was 0. Show to P plus Q usnikeza 2 cos alpha. Then we can proceed. Sibheke P minus Q. P minus Q. Let's do P minus Q now. And then P minus Q onulingana. P minus Q is equals to. Now P weights stay iloti cos alpha plus sin alpha, still yellow, and then minus now cos alpha for Q minus sine alpha. The reason why ngifaka ama brackets is because khona minus la. La ngwafaka ngavele plus, mo remove ngo plus ama signs awashintsha. Now must remove ke la ngo negative sign izoba no p minus q equals to cos alpha plus sine alpha minus cos alpha, then neke positive sine alpha. Now if we proceed, khona like terms la, then p minus q kuyafana cos minus cos 0, sine plus sine, it's 2 sine alpha. So nale equation left, kanye nale equation. Now bafuna sithole i-value ka tan alpha ukuthi yuba. Now if I say this, we know tan alpha is equals to, if we may proceed in mhlambe tan alpha ke manje value b tan alpha ilingana no sine alpha over cos alpha. Senginawo sine alpha, nangu sine alpha, but cos alpha wona ngabe mo nangu cos alpha nangu, but khona othula I can make cos alpha like subject of the formula, then therefore cos alpha I can divide no 2 ngaka left na right, should ulingana no p plus q over 2. Kanjalo nala I can make sine alpha is the subject of the formula, zofana no p minus q over 2. So now now for sine alpha you know p minus q over 2 divided by lomkhulu cos alpha p plus q over 2. If it's change division sign, it sends multiplication sign in numerator iba denominator ibe numerator kuloko ongakwa right, not ongakwa left. Now I will have p, sorry, I will have 2 as a numerator, ngala ngibe no p plus q as a denominator. Khona kufana la 2 no 2 bazokhanselana, sengisala no p minus q over p plus q as your final answer. So su means tan alpha in terms of p and q. Then 11.4.2, but I simplify again manje. P over 2p, 2q minus q over 2p to a single trigonometric ratio of alpha. If I give spaces to down, then we're doing 11.4.2, but as total p over 2q to 1 minus q over 2p over 2 over 1. So in this case I have an expression. Let me find the LCM is about 2pq. So we have 2pq. 2pq will be divided by 2q. That's in terms of p. So we'll take the LCM le 2pq, get divided the denominator la 2q, cancelane lo nalo msale no p, p times p kubo balana p squared. Ibuyisela minus la. Iphinde futhi iLCM 2pq ngidivide ngedenominator 2p. Cancelane nalo sale no q, lo q mthanza numerator. Kubo q times q kubo q squared. Now remember what this is a difference of 2 squares got p plus q. P minus q. Line no 2pq. Remember, kokuqala sitholile answer ukuthi p plus q no p minus q uba. P plus q sike sayenza into efana naleyo sathi p plus q u2 cos alpha. P P minus Q, 2 sine alpha. So asikubhaleke lokho la ngezansi, senze substitution. So P plus Q, so P plus Q is still 2 cos alpha. So I'm having 2 cos alpha. P minus Q, I'm having 2 sine alpha. All divided by PQ, simtholile nala ngaphezulu ukuthi PQ ile value lokuqala. Nangu PQ or QP, simthola ukuthi uba ulingana no cos 2 alpha. So ngingabhala ukuthi cos 2 alpha la. So I'm having 2 times cos 2 alpha. Now let me solve a expression like that. 2 times 2 will give me 4. Sine alpha times cos alpha. All divided by, it's 2 cos 2 alpha. Now, I can take out a common factor like 4 wins over 2 times 2 sine alpha times cos alpha. Let me write alpha all divided by 2 cos 2 alpha. Now, this can be treated as a double angle sine. So since there's a double angle sine, it's in a double angle sine. It's ngibuyisela lo 2 ngaphandle, it's sine 2 alpha. La ngezansi ngino 2 cos 2 alpha. U2 no2 lo ola ngaphandle bakhanselana. Ungalenzi iphutha lokuthi no2 alpha no2 alpha bakhanselana. Okay, you know ukuthi usine angle cos angle will give me tan angle obani 2 alpha. So this is your final answer.
This podcast was proudly sponsored by PPR Education. Podcast Partnership Recognition.